So that's it. The debate on BBC One is over with the 7 parties, from Penny Mordaunt to Nigel Farage, from one side to the other. And what do I take away from that? Mostly how brilliant Stephen Flynn is and how sorry I am that I'm not still in Scotland. And secondly, how Farage doesn't really rise to the occasion. One expected so much more from Farage, but the fireworks weren't really there, except in that last moment. In the last moment when each of the candidates were being asked to summarise, and it started with Angela Rayner, who was sort of lacklustre, and then it went on, and you thought, well, who's going to be last? Will it be Penny Mordaunt? It was apparently fixed by lot. I think it was fixed. And finally, it was Farage. Farage had the last word. And he exposed the lie that we were all sitting there believing. He says, unlike these other 6, I don't need an autocue. Just think, oh my goodness. So that's how they were able to trim these perfect little pitches to the camera that are all 30 seconds long. And he doesn't need an autocue. And he is brilliant. But it was the first time in the entire debate that he came into his own, because the rest of the time he was second-rate and lacklustre and dull and picking up the fag ends that other people had left behind. If that's what a Nigel Farage-led party is like today, well, it's not as much of as a threat as people were suspecting. You know, he's had 2 major opportunities to attract national attention. The first was when he announced his candidature, second-rate speech, and the second is now at this debate. He must have been longing for the debate, and yet when he comes to the moment, he can't deliver the goods. And what do you have to say about that, I wonder? The person who does deliver the goods again and again and again is Stephen Flynn. And the next person who delivers the goods again and again and again is Penny Mordaunt. Angela Rayner, well, I would put her after Farage. But Farage should have been the one dominating this debate, and what do you know? He wasn't. It was like a sort of damp squib. It was like a fireworks box which has got damp, which has gone wrong somewhere. And what was it? Was he ill-prepared? Well, I've only just taken over. So what? You've had 20-odd years preparing for this moment, Farage. Really? Is this why you think after 8 attempts you should be finally allowed into Westminster? I don't think so. I don't think so. Swallowed by a dolphin. Jonah.